Okay, 1-2. 2-1-2. Okay? All right, we're going to try this again. We thought we had everything figured out. Tom Anderson with you. We are in Colorado Springs for the War Eagles' final game of the season against the Colorado Springs COS Flames. Kickoff is set for 6 o'clock. We'll be back at about 5:45 with the pregame. Just wanted to get everything tested, make sure we were running okay. So hang in there with us, and we'll be back on the air in about 10 or 15 minutes.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more, tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings than can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutosalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street, or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisano's Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisano's Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisano's at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisano's for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutosalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street, or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisano's Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisano's Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisano's at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisano's for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Welcome to Colorado Springs and the regular season finale for the Rapid City War Eagles as they take on the COS Flames. Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Anderson with the play-by-play here on War Eagles TV on YouTube, and this is the Soundbites. Yeah, this is the Soundbites Vintage pregame show is what I started to say. We're still trying to iron out some kinks here with Mr. Microphone rather than my regular headset. This is the second meeting of the season between the War Eagles and the Flames in Rapid City on June 6th. The Flames won a low-scoring affair 10-7 as both teams struggled on offense. The War Eagles were off last week with their second forfeit win of the year, with the Rampage Rockets being absent from the schedule, while the Flames won their fifth straight with a convincing 49-14 win over Loveland. This webcast is brought to you by Playmakers, Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming, Mike's Auto Sales, Dakota Discount RV, Traders Market, Paisanos Paquia, Soundbites Vintage. Those are all your webcast sponsors. Our game sponsors: Play It Again Sports, NutriShop, Casey Peterson, Active Life Chiropractic, Monument Health Sports Performance Institute, Kodiak Handyman and Auto, Hidden Gems Photo, Rye MC Highlights, Colt 45 Entertainment, Hidden Gems Elite, Social House, Inland Truck Parts and Service, Sanchez Flooring, On Time Apparel, Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Boss's Pizza and Chicken, Impact Kids Academy, and Impact Learning and Development. When we come back, we'll continue with the Soundbites Vintage pregame show. We'll take a look at the Championship Football League standings and also take a look at the key players in today's game. We're back to the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth next.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Playmakers, Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com.
Welcome back to the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. This is the Soundbites Vintage pregame show. In the first meeting between these two teams, the Flames were missing their quarterback, Tagialua. They had to use their backup quarter, Jeff Espich. He got hurt. They had to go with their top wide receiver, Mo Morton, as an emergency quarterback, and the offense struggled a little bit. 4 of 16 with 3 interceptions, passing just 10 yards total. They were 28 of 74 on the ground for 84 yards total offense in that first meeting. Andre Davis provided the only score for the Flames. That was on the third play of the game, a 65-yard interception touchdown return. The game-winning field goal from Will Downham came from 20 yards out. That followed the third interception of the game by the Flames defense, put the ball at the War Eagle 26. That was in the third quarter, and they hung on for the lead. The War Eagles, offensively, 21 rushes, 7 yards. That included 3 sacks. Derek Newman, 10 carries for 30 yards. John Marta was just 8 of 29, 3 picks, 110 yards. Had a 1-yard run for a touchdown. That was after a brilliant Derek Newman 17-yard catch when he towed the sideline, got out at the 1. That was with 3:20 to go in the second quarter. They were shut out in the first half. In their last outing, the War Eagles, a couple weeks ago versus Mile High, they suffered a 54-13 loss. John Marta got injured early in that game. He went 2 of 5 with a pick, a touchdown for 12 yards. And Covey Ulmer came in, relief, 4 of 16. He threw a pick, had a touchdown, 82 yards. Both touchdowns went to Tony the Cheat Code Pierce, one from 10 from Marta, the 23-yarder from Ulmer. Pierce also had an interception in the game. The defense really struggled, even with the backup quarterback in after Mondo Delgado got hurt on a 2-point conversion. They ran the quarterback by committee, did the Mile High, 3 different running backs and wide receivers. They ended the game with 163 yards rushing, 126 yards passing, a couple of TDs through the air, 3 TDs on the ground. They also had a 65-yard touchdown for a 65-yard punt return touchdown. And on a really odd play, Pierce came up with the interception, had the ball stripped away, and it was ran into the end zone for another score. For the War Eagles, in that last game, I lost my stats. No, I ran through the stats. Yeah. No, I didn't. Marta, 4. Yeah, where did I lose him at? Well, the big number was Pierce, 4 catches, 67 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Somewhere I misplaced the stats from the War Eagles. No, I did run through them. Never mind. In the CFL, NOCO remains undefeated, and they will host a first-round playoff game, probably against the War Eagles. Loveland has only 1 win this year, and they play Mile High today, so chances are it will be a rematch of NOCO and the War Eagles. NOCO won that first matchup at home, 25-0, and Colorado Springs, a Mile High, both at 5-2. Mile High with the tiebreaker with the win. So this is an important game for COS, but I don't think Mile High is going to get upset by Loveland, so chances are it'll be COS at Mile High regardless of the outcome of this game. So that is a look at the standings, the scores. We're going to take a break here, and we'll come back with the starting lineups as we continue with the Soundbites Vintage pregame show here from Colorado Springs.
Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more, tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
We are back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Let's take a look at the Traders Market starting lineups brought to you by Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Open weekends 10 to 5 on Friday and Saturday, Sunday 10 to 4. Offensively for the War Eagles, I'll go with John Marta at quarterback, Derek Newman at the running back. That hasn't changed all year. Up front, Riley Gay is at left tackle, Patrick Shriver at the left guard. Robert Schreckengust at center. Cam Francis, the right guard. Right tackle is Tyler Anderson. Wide receivers, Brady Freeland, Kobe Ulmer, Tyler Longland, and Jordan Kirksey. Only 18 to 20 players made the trip here for the final game of the season out of the 80 or so on the roster, so they are missing a lot of key components. There's going to be a lot of two-way players on defense, Jordan Kirksey, and the shadow at safety, Kobe Ulmer, and Decro, the defensive backs, Matt Tyler, and the linebackers, Ty, Cam Faulkners, Kevin, Tyler, Ashley, and Ryan, also defensively for the War Eagles. And that's how it was written down, so that's how we're giving it to you. For the Flames, we didn't get a starting lineup. We're imagining that we'll see Watson Taglialua back in at quarterback. When they last played, Dakota Storm had a big game at running back, as did Tony Cisnero and Deshaun Shepard. Wide receivers, Mo Morton made an impact, Kevin Vereen, Andre Davis. So those will be your key offensive players for the Flames as we get ready to wrap up the regular season here in Colorado Springs. It's been a frustrating year for the War Eagles. They've not really been able to get anything going offensively. Their first game of the year, they put up some points, but a lot of that came from the defense. I think there were 7 interceptions in that 43-13 opening day win against Loveland Elite. They were shut out against NOCO, that low-scoring game, the last game against the Flames here, 10-7. Against Mile High, 44-18. And that was on the road, and then at home they lost 54-13. So their biggest output of the year was that opening win, 43 points, but about half of those came from the defense. So looking to try and get their offense going, being shorthanded today, that is going to be a little bit of a struggle perhaps. So NOCO at 8-0, their season is done with the loss of the Rampage/Rockets. Rampage, after I think one game, left the league. The Rockets came in, they played a game or two, but they never really thought they were a total replacement because they do have another schedule. So the open days were all considered forfeits. That gave the War Eagles a couple of forfeit wins, so they are 3-4 coming into today's game. Loveland, their sole win came against the Rockets in an actual game played. Otherwise, they have lost their last 5 after losing their opening game to the War Eagles. NOCO continues to roll. They were undefeated last year, undefeated the year before. Champions both years of the CFL, and they actually won a national championship last year against a team from Florida, the Panthers. They are 8-0 this year. They have 4 shutouts to their credit, including an unbelievable shutout last week against Mile High, 48-0. When they played Mile High 3 weeks prior, it was a 19-14 win, much closer game. But 4 shutouts, War Eagles, Rockets, Loveland, all shut out by NOCO. Mile High, they won their first 4 games of the year. In between the 2 losses to NOCO, they defeated the War Eagles. They play Loveland today. And COS, the Flames, dropped their first 2 of the year to NOCO and Mile High, but they put 5 straight wins together, defeating the War Eagles, getting the forfeit over the Rampage Rockets. They beat Loveland twice, and then another forfeit win in there as well. So wrapping up the season here against the War Eagles. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and get set for the opening kickoff here from Colorado Springs. This is War Eagles football.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. They also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. It might...
All right, we are back. We're ready for the kickoff. Kickoff sponsored by Playmakers. Playmakers in the Uptown Rapid Mall. I know they have a couple of things that they just announced on their Facebook page. A Reality Fracture 2HG Magic the Gathering pre-release sealed deck tournament. That is September 27th. In October, they're going to be doing the Reality Fracture Store Championships. I think they probably have a couple of other things coming up here as well. So make sure you check them out on Facebook for all their latest inventory events. You can also go online at playmakersllc.com. So the Flames will receive to open the game War Eagles in their white uniforms with the purple and black. The Flames in their flame orange uniforms with the hopefully nice, easy to read black numbers trimmed in the orange. The War Eagles kicking off left to right, and you couldn't ask for a better sight. We've been so busy, I haven't even looked. The Rockies and Pikes Peak right in front of us here. The ball fumbled around at the 3, brought to the near side, and out over the 30, still on his feet and spinning forward for another few yards to the 36-yard line. That was Andre Davis on the return. So it'll be 1st and 10 for COS. And they will spot it at the 36-yard line. It's Watson Taglialova at quarterback. He was the quarterback of the year last year. Did not play in the game in Rapid City. He had military obligations that weekend. It has cooled off here. As I drove by this part of Colorado Springs coming in, there was a huge downpour, but it looked like everything dried out or it missed the field here. Single setback, running out of the pistol, man in motion from left to right. That is Morton. Now he stops in the slot. Cisnero, the running back to the right of Watson, takes the snap to Cisnero. Hit the hole on the left side. Stood up initially by Matt McCray. That'll be a gain of a couple of yards out to the 38-yard line for Cisneros. So a lot of movement on that opening play for the Flames results in a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. The breeze is starting to pick up. It was a hot box when we opened up this press box, and it's cooling down very quickly now. Hopefully any rain that might be in the area sweeps around us, or we're in trouble. Taglialuba out of the pistol. Give to Cisneros, right side. And he'll sneak out over the 40 to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4. Ball on the near hash marks as the Flames move right to left. Wind blowing across the field right now and starting to pick up a little bit of intensity. Now, this view from this press box is just unreal. Hopefully Harley has that somewhere in the shot. We're shooting through 3/4 open windows, so it's a little different than what we have at home, but we're thankful for the opportunity to bring you this final game on the road for the War Eagles. War Eagles showing blitz. Now they send one, fumbled snap, Scramble right. McCray has him, and that's going to be a fumble. That ball is live. It was a backwards pass. That'll be War Eagle football at the 21. So they threw the flag for intentional grounding, but the pass went backwards, and on the fumble it will be the War Eagles with an opportunity to punch one in here early. So an uncharacteristic mistake by Taglialova. It'll be War Eagles. They spot it at the 21-yard line, it looks like. 12:58 to go here in the opening quarter. Again, that offense for the War Eagles, Marta at quarterback, Derek Newman at running back. Split out far to the wide side is Kirksey. Now they're going to run a heavy backfield. Kevin Herron stands next to Marta. Now it's Tyler Longland split out wide. Give the ball to Newman, right side, gets ankle tackled as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Last year's linebacker of the year, Ryan Nico, brings Newman down. But Newman will pick up yardage to the 17. That'll be a pickup of 4. Bring up a 2nd and 6, 12.5 to go, opening period. War Eagles need to take advantage of this opportunity. Longland will split out wide to the left side. Ball on the near hash marks. Longland will set up on the far hash marks. Ulmer and Kirksey to the near side out of that heavy backfield. Newman hit in the backfield. Breaking through defensively was Alex Schraven. And that'll be a loss of a yard back to the 18-yard line. So a little different look. Herron will sit down as Brady Freeland comes in. So they will go with the spread offense here. 4-down territory really for the War Eagles. They have not had a kicking game this year. Longland again splits out left. Ball stays on the near hash mark from the 18-yard line of the Flames. 3 receivers to the short side of the field. Newman stands to the left side of Marta. Good snap. Marta back to throw. Comes out right side. Completes the pass. And out of bounds on the reception was Kirksey. I think he is going to be marked out at the 12-yard line. We'll see where they finally spot it. Yeah, they still haven't spotted the ball. Well, there it is. They finally put it down. Pick up a 6 on the completion from Marta to Kirksey. So it'll be 4th and 2, just under 11 minutes to go here, opening period. It looks like they might have spotted him closer to the 14-yard line. According to the stick, well, they brought the kicker out, and doinks the goalpost. I thought for sure they'd go for it, taking advantage, but on the field goal attempt, just hit the goalpost on the left side. Not sure who the kicker was. They don't have a 94 on the roster. So the missed field goal turns the ball back over to the Flames. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 10:34 remaining, first quarter. Three receivers split to the far side, one to the near side. Out of the pistol. Taglialova give the ball to the back. Got a new back in there. Tried the right side, came to the left side, and there to make the tackle in the backfield. Number 13. Don't have a 13 on the roster, so that might be one of the newer players that suited up for the game here. Be a loss of 5 back to the 15-yard line. On the carry was number 30, Mike Rogers. Saw some highlight shots of him against their opponent last week, Loveland. So we got some running time. Single step back, one receiver to the far side, ball near the near hash mark. Three receivers bunched together on the near side. They'll try Rogers right side, runs through one arm tackle, runs through an ankle tackle, and he'll get back over the 20-yard line out towards the 22. It'll be a pickup of 7 for Rogers. And now a 3rd and 8 coming up for the COS. 9.5 to go, opening period. War Eagles and the Flames. Playoff spots are pretty much locked in. It'll be NOCO and the War Eagles next week at the home of the Nightmare. And the Flames and Mile High most likely will be played at Mile High unless Mile High gets upset by Loveland and COS comes up with a win here this afternoon. Quick pass outside and a quick hit, and the pass goes incomplete. That was Colby Ulmer with the pop, knocking the ball loose from the intended receiver. So incomplete on the first passing attempt for Taglialova. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and the punting team will come out. Dropping deep for the War Eagles will be Tyler Longland. He'll stand on the far hash marks between his 40 and his 45. A little confusion by the Flames as to who should be out there on the special teams. Will Downham, who does the place kicking, will also do the punting. He'll take the snap inside his 15. Ball on the far hash marks. It's a lot of time being taken out there right now by the Flames to get their specialty teams out there. Downham, right-footed kicker, kicking into a crosswind. Sends it high in the air, and that ball is going to get blown out. No, it stays in bounds. Actually bounces back towards the middle of the field, and will be down at the 37 or 38-yard line of Colorado Springs. So another good opportunity for the War Eagles after they come up with a stop on a 3-and-out. Not able to take advantage of that opening opportunity where they had the ball starting at the 21-yard line of COS. But here they'll have it at the 37 with 8:47 remaining in period number 1. Coming out to the near side now is Longland, along with Freeland. Ulmer to the far side. Single step back is Newman. Stands behind Marta. Low snap. Fake handoff. Under pressure. Little jump pass completed. And with the catch is Longland. He'll get inside the 35-yard line to the 32. A pickup of 5. Marta now 2 for 2. His best start of the year. Second and a long 5. Approaching 8 minutes to go. First period on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Tom Anderson with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. We're on the road in Colorado Springs. Thanks to all of our webcast sponsors for making this possible. Longland to the near side. Kirksey and Ulmer to the far side. Another low snap. Marta rolls out of the pocket. He's going to be in trouble. The ball is loose, and it's going to be recovered. The Flames had it, and then they lost it. Looks like one of the linemen for the War Eagles came up with it. Well, we'll see. Do we have... Yeah, I believe that's going to be War Eagle football. One of the linemen didn't catch the number. So a loss back to the 35-yard line on the fumble by Marta. He's had some problems hanging on to the football this year under pressure. He's put it on the ground a couple of times. Fortunately for the War Eagles, they retain possession. Approaching 7 minutes to go on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. And the ball at the 35-yard line of the Flames. 3rd and a short 8. Ball is loose again on the ground. So that'll be a loss of a yard back to the 36-yard line. Some players playing out of position. I believe that was Ulmer who would come in at quarterback for Marta. So 4th and 9. Obviously, field goal unit won't come out, so they will punt it away. Back deep for the Flames, standing at his goal line is Andre Davis. No, they're going to try a field goal. This will be a long one, and it's going to be short. Davis is right through his hands. There's a wicked line drive. We have a flag. That's going to be a roughing penalty. And the War Eagles will have new life. 6:03 to go on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Be the first flag of the game. It'll also be the first down of the game. Flames on their opening possession, in case you're just tuning in. On a 3rd down, Taglialova threw the ball backwards, is recovered by the War Eagles at the Flames 21. They went 3 plays, missed a field goal. Flames got the ball. They went 3 and out. A couple of runs and an incomplete pass. War Eagles got the ball at the 37, picked up 5, and then went backwards on their next 2 plays. So the penalty will move the ball to the 21-yard line and a first down for the War Eagles. So new life. Marta back in at quarterback. Newman stands behind him. 2 receivers split each way. Marta, pitch right. Newman will throw the ball. Wants to throw it. Nobody open. Now he's scrambling. Gets over the line of scrimmage. No, got over the 25. See if he made it over. He did pick up a yard to the 20. So going for the halfback pass, well covered in the secondary by the Flames. 5.5 to go now as we roll through the first quarter. No score on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Want to thank our webcast sponsors again for making this possible, including Traders Market and Soundbites Vintage, both in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Playmakers, Paisanos Paquia. Stay tuned at the end of the game. We'll have a Paisanos player of the game. 3 receivers bunched on the far side between the numbers and the hash marks, moving left to right here at the Academy Field. Marta gives it to Newman. Newman had a hole for a moment, and coming in to make the play for COS. I thought I had a number. I thought it was 23, but there's no 23 on the roster. I'm not sure who came up, but a good play to limit Newman's gain. He got a pickup of a couple to the 18, Newman's 4th carry. 6 yards now. War Eagles have not run the ball much this year, and they haven't run it extremely well. They're trying to establish a running game here in the first quarter as we near the 4-minute mark. They need to get to the 12-yard line. That penalty took them to the 22. So 3rd, Marta back to throw on a 3rd and 6. Lofts it up. Kirksey in the end zone. Kirksey in and out of his hands. Beautifully thrown ball by Marta. The defensive coverage was tight by Tyrell Petway. Kirksey makes that catch 90% of the time. Bobbled it as he was trying to get his feet down as well. Marta now 2 of 3 and another 4th down here for the War Eagles. Last 4th down, they went for a long field goal, ended up getting the first down off the 15-yard roughing the kicker penalty. Now on a 4th and, well, they keep moving the sticks around. Thought they had, looks like the ball's at the 18, it looks like the stick's at the 19. We'll go with the ball. At the 18, it's a 4th and about 6. 3 receivers split to the far side. That is the wide side of the field. Ball just inside the near hash mark. Marta back to throw. Looks left, now back over the middle. Ball tipped up in the air. Getting his hands on it for Colorado Springs was number 14, Denarian King. Pass intended again for Kirksey. So on downs, Flames will get the ball back. Now you can tell we are in the press box right above the grandstand. Rapid City would sit on the opposite side of the grandstand, so we don't get as much of the crowd noise, don't get as much of the crowd fun. Excitement for the Flames fans as they stop the War Eagles for the second time in their territory. And the Flames will have the football. 1st and 10 with 3:49 to go in the first period. No score on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. And they will have a 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Looks like Cisneros is back in the lineup. Taglialova will step back in the pistol. 2 receivers split each way, the ball between the hash marks. Now he wants Cisneros to move over to his right. 4 down linemen for the War Eagles. Couple of linebackers, 5 defensive backs. Back to throw. Plenty of time. Comes to the near sideline. Beautifully thrown ball. And making the catch for the first down. That is Mo Morton. Morton did not have a catch in that first game. He ended up playing most of the game at quarterback. He gets that one out to midfield. Pickup of 32 yards on the completion of Morton. And that is why Taglialova was the quarterback of the year last year. That pass right on the hands of Morton. So the ball just touching midfield, the ball in the near hash marks. 3.5 to go, opening period. And the Flames with their first down of the game. 3 bunched to the near side, 1 to the far side. I think they'll go to the very dangerous Dakota Storm. He showed all kinds of moves and explosiveness in the first game, but behind the line doesn't come up with anything on that one. No gain, 2nd and 10. So a lot of talented players here for the Flames at the skill positions where they can rotate them in. To the near side will be Davis, Morton, and I believe that is, they have some double numbers on this roster here. I think I covered up. They have 0 out to the near side. It's either Marshall. No, it's Cannon, the wide receiver. So 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. 2nd and 10 from midfield. 4 down linemen for the War Eagles. Not showing pressure. Quick pass out to the near side. That is to number 0. That is Cannon. Makes a couple of moves. Stays on his feet. Gets into War Eagle territory. They'll keep the clock winding. Said his forward progress was stopped. And it will be a pickup to the 45-yard line of the War Eagles. So a pickup of 5 to Cannon on the reception. I don't think we saw him in the last game. So call it 3rd and 5 now. Nearing a 1.5 to go in a very fast-moving first period. Taglialova. Single step back, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Goes out to the far side on the reception. That is Morton, and he will have, I believe, enough for the first down. They had to get to just shy of the 40. I think he got just over the, well, I don't know. Now they're going to mark him short. I don't think that's a very good spot at all, just to pick up a 4 on the reception by Morton. A break for the War Eagles. So they stood him up, and they said he was down before he fell forward. So it'll be a 4th and a short 1 now for the Flames. Storm in at quarterback. Going out to the far side will be Davis. To the near side. No, Davis comes to the near side. Taglialova with a big package up front. He's a big guy. He'll push it forward. That'll be enough for the first down. War Eagles thought they had him stopped, but that pile kept moving. Well, I don't know. The near sideline judge is standing at the 40. They just had to get the tip of the ball. Now they do mark it inside the 40 to the 39. Pickup of 2 and another Flames first down on the quarterback sneak by Taglialova. So give him a pickup of a couple of yards, and they'll have a new set of downs. First quarter coming to a close. I don't know if they'll get a playoff here or not. 15 seconds. They're not really in a hurry. Wind blowing across the field more than anything. 7 seconds. Looks like they're going to try and get a snap off, and they do with 5 seconds to go. Taglialova rolls right, throws it deep down the field. There's a mess of players there, and the touchdown in that mess of players. That is caught by number 2. That is Kevin Vereen from 39 yards out. Again, Taglialova showing why he was the outstanding quarterback in the league last year. Another one right on the money. But boy, there are 3 white jerseys, 3 orange jerseys there. Really anybody's ball, but right in the hands of Vereen for the score. That comes with 0 showing on the clock here at the end of the first quarter. Now they were short a player. Downen will come in to kick the extra point. Got a field goal and an extra point in the first meeting between these two teams. Right-footed kicker, good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is through. Late call, but that gives the Flames a 7-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. We're back with period number 2 from Colorado Springs. This is War Eagles football from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth on YouTube, War Eagles TV.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Tom Anderson back with you in Colorado Springs. A gorgeous view from this press box. It's just breathtaking. Even with it being a little overcast, it just gives it that little extra something. Beautiful 39-yard touchdown pass to Vereen from Taglialova, and it's a 7-0 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Kickoff brought to you by Playmakers Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming, located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Follow them on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the guys up there do a fantastic job. They host tournaments. Make sure you look for that online. They do trade nights. They have sports card, trading card shows throughout the year. So make sure you stay current with them. And to stay the most current, stop in. I'm sure I have all those things posted. Great source for all of your sports card, gaming card needs. They have other collectibles there as well. I stop in every once in a while to add to my own collection. So kicking off now, left to right as they switch sides of the field. Downen deep for the War Eagles. Longland. This will be a short kick. It's still live. The ball picked up on the near side. That is Newman. He is spun out of bounds. Good starting position again for the War Eagles. Tempers flare early as Newman, a little extracurricular activity on the sideline on the tackle. We saw tempers flare in the last game between Mile High and the War Eagles. Hopefully cooler heads prevail here. It'll be first down for the War Eagles from their 38-yard line after starting their first 2 possessions in Flames territory. 7-0 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Tom Anderson in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Stay with us at the half for the Playmakers halftime report. And at the conclusion of the game, we'll name our Paisanos player of the game. Single setback will be Newman. He stands to the right side of Marta. 2 receivers split each way. Ball on the near hash marks. White-clad Eagles moving right to left. And the Eagles are going to take a timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well here from Colorado Springs.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com.
War Eagles took the timeout there, ready to go. Flames still on the sideline. It'll be Newman and Marta in the backfield. Coming to the near side will be Longland. And also coming to the near side, let's see if we get a number. I believe that is Cameron Francis. No, he's too small to be Cameron Francis. That's his number, 89, I believe. Two receivers to the far side. Again, only 18 to 20 players made this trip, so they switched up some jerseys. Here's the pitch to Longland coming from the wide receiver spot. Trips through one tackle, stays on his feet, fights forward. The ball comes out, but they'll call him down as he crossed the 40 to the 41. And they said wind the clock. It will be spotted at the 40. So a pickup of 2 for Longland. They brought him from his outside receiver position. Travel is always tough. When the Flames went to Rapid a few weeks ago, they only had 25 to 30 players. When Mile High was there last, they only had 22 or 23 players. So every team, the travel is tough. Players having to get off work on a Saturday. If they travel down 2 days, Saturday and a Sunday, Marta back to throw. Pump fake. Oh, nobody home. He's going to get sacked. I think that was supposed to be a pump and go. Number 88. Not sure who that is for the War Eagles, but I think he was supposed to go after the pump fake on the pass to Freeland. Marta looked down the field, and there was nobody home. He gets sacked back to the 33-yard line. That'll be a loss of 7, the first sack of the day for the Flames. Martin now, after he lost the ball on a fumble, lost 3 yards. He's 10 yards in the hole on the rushing side. And those sacks have really hurt the rushing yards for the War Eagles. The sack yardage, for some reason, in the college and high school ranks, they count against the rushing total rather than the passing yardage. And they're playing by the college rules here. They'll split 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Ball sits on that far hash mark. Back to throw, Marta over the middle, throws it behind. Kirksey almost picked off. Making the diving attempt for the Flames was James Cleveland. So Marta misfires after the sack, and that's going to be a 4th and long from behind the sticks. And back to receive the kick, I believe that's going to be Andre Davis. There are 2 number 1s on the team. Davis, wide receiver. Cleveland, the defensive back. Too many players on the field for the Flames. So once again, they're having problems here the last game of the year getting their special teams lined up right. High snap. The punt gets it away. High backward spinning kick. It's going to be the short man. That is Storm. He is dangerous. Near side. 40. Runs through a tackle at the 30 and is tackled at the 27. Hanging on for the stop was Derek Newman. But every time 00 touches the ball, you have to hold your breath. Dakota Storm with another big return. And the Flames, inside War Eagle territory, will start with 12:50 to go here in the first half, and a 7-0 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. They'll spot the ball at the War Eagle 29-yard line. So the War Eagle defense missing some of their big play players, such as R.J. Smith and Tony Pierce. 2 of their big playmakers in that no-fly zone defense that was so effective early in the year. Been eaten up a little bit more since those first couple of games. So the 4 down linemen, they'll stay that way. Over at left end, Riley Gay picked up his number. Single setback. I believe that is Storm. Eagles show blitz, now back out of it. Back to throw. To the right side. And that one is too far. Good coverage by Ulmer. Ulmer's the one who shot in there looking like he's going to blitz, so he had to recover quickly on the pass to Davis. Goes incomplete, 2nd and 10. Taglialova now 4 of 6 with the touchdown. 32-yarder to Morton and a 39-yarder to Vereen for the score. The 2 big passes on that last drive. 7-0 lead for the Flames off that touchdown pass. 12:44 to go here in the first half. 7-0 lead. Flames trying to add to it here. They'll send Davis off to the far side along with Cannon. Morton on the near side or near slot. And it is Vereen by himself on the right side working against Ulmer. Storm to the left of Taglialova. They'll give it to Storm. No, that is not Storm. That's Cisneros. Broke away initially from the right side, and then the tackle made for the War Eagles in the backfield. They will spot the ball back to 30, so a loss of 1 on the carry for Cisneros. He's carried 3 times now for 5 yards. Neither team really putting together much offensively. The 2 big passes on that last drive by Taglialova counted for 71 yards, and they only had to go 72, or 62 rather. So those are the 2 big plays in the game so far. 12 minutes to go in the first half. 3 left, 1 right. Ball on the near hash marks as the Flames move left to right. That wind starting to pick up, and now the wind blowing from behind the Flames. Taglialova looked right, nobody open. Gets away, runs into some white shirts. Stays on his feet. No, he stepped out of bounds. Did the right thing, though. Kept running until he heard the whistle blow. The War Eagles kind of let him go, thinking that he was out of bounds. Played till the whistle. 5-yard pickup by Taglialova. That's his second carry now for 7 yards. It'll be 4th and 5 after the incompletion and the loss of 1. Clock rolling. Approaching 11.5 to go here in the first half. Flames will go for it. Vereen now to the near side, the solo receiver. We'll bring Morton in, slot him to the left side. 2 receivers split wide, one at the hash marks, one at the numbers on the far side of the field. Ball on the near hash marks. Taglialova snaps, gets the ball, long pass across the way, and the ball comes loose. I believe it popped right back into the hands of the receiver. That was Davis on the far side. Came back, made the catch, tried to make a move. Either way, the ball goes over to the War Eagles on downs. It will be War Eagles with the football, 1st and 10. See where they finally plant the ball and the sticks. I believe they gave him a gain to the 20-yard line. He had to get to the 19. So a gain to 20. So a pickup of 5. Get that in the books. Davis with his first catch. And the War Eagles defense puts a stop to the drive. They have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20. 3 ticks shy of 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Tom Anderson with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth in beautiful Colorado Springs. Although I have to say, I hate the street setup here. There is no straight streets going anywhere. I was trying to get to a couple of stores. Like, oh my gosh. I got turned around 2 or 3 times. Sure, if you live here, though, it works great. Penalty against the Flames. Their second flag. 5-yard variety, 1st and 5 now. 3 to the near side. Marta looks, nobody home on the pitch. He'll have to run it himself. Hang on to the football, John Marta. And he stays on his feet, twists his way out to about the 27 or 28. So he'll pick up a couple. He wanted to pitch to the left. The running back went to the right. So call it a pickup of 2 to the 27-yard line on the broken play. Marta makes something out of nothing. 10.5 to go as the clock rolls here in the first half in the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. 7-0 lead for the Flames. Final game of the regular season. Really just a tune-up for the playoffs. Unless Mile High is wildly upset by Loveland, the spots are pretty much sealed, I think, for the playoffs. Marta changing the call now. He wants Kirksey to the other side. They'll balance out the receivers now, 2 each way. Marta back to throw, looks right, under pressure, and he is going to be sacked back to the 25. The second sack of the game One thing with Marta, when he gets sacked, he doesn't usually lose a lot of yards. He's a big guy, so he's able to maybe pick up a yard or two struggling forward. Actually, they're going to mark him at the 24-yard line. So a loss of 3 on the sack. But he usually doesn't take much of a drop out of that pistol formation either. Usually a step, and then he's been prone to having happy feet. Does not wait for the reads to open up before he starts running. Makes it a little bit more difficult for the passing game to get it underway. Here comes Marta. Under pressure. Throws the ball over the middle. Ulmer was in the vicinity, as was Freeland. So on the incomplete pass, it will be 4th down. Marta's now, after completing his first 2, has missed his last 4 and had a couple of sacks. War Eagles offense starting to bog down a bit. Back deep for the Flames on the near side, Dakota Storm. On the far side will be Andre Davis. And I believe we have Brian Prather in doing the punting, and that went off the right side of his foot. And the Flames, well, they might have lost yardage on that kick. The ball was at the 24. Let's see where they spot it. And they will spot it at the 25. So they picked up just a yard on the kick. 9:03, clock stopped here in the first half. Flames, another opportunity in War Eagle territory at the 25-yard line. They were stopped last time on downs when they had the ball at the War Eagle 29 after the big punt return by Storm. Taglialova will have Mike Rogers behind him in what is a very big backfield. One receiver left, 2 to the right, and a big body on that tight end spot on the left side. Long snap. Fake the pass, give it to Rogers on the delayed draw, and coming in to make the tackle, number 88. Drilled Rogers low. Like Rogers had some room to work with there. Fortunately, we don't have an updated roster with all these changed numbers and new numbers on it. So if you know who number 88 is at home while you're watching, you just made a great play. Pickup of a couple to the 23 by Rogers on the carry. He's 2nd and 8. Ball between the hash marks. 2 receivers now split each way. Rogers to the left to Taglialova. 4 down linemen when somebody creeping in. War Eagles show blitz. They don't read the snap. Taglialova very good at extending these snap counts, getting an idea what the defense is doing. Slaps the hands, comes back quickly out to the right side. Going up for the catch was Kevin Vereen. And that'll be a pickup to the 20-yard line. Short pickup of 3. Taglialova now 6 of 8 with the touchdown. It's going to be 3rd and about 4. Well, ball at 20, 3rd and 5. Rogers still in at running back. 2 receivers each way. Ball on the near hash. Taglialova takes his time. War Eagles again showing blitz. And they come with it from the left side. Taglialova dumps it off, and the War Eagles can't make the tackle initially. That might have been, well, that was Philip Cannon coming back to make the reception. Got bent over, but he fell forward. And that's enough for Flames' first down. So it looked like the War Eagles had him stopped, short of where he needed to be for the first, but he got his forward progress to the 14-yard line to pick up a 6. For Cannon, his 2nd catch of the game. It'll be 1st and 10, just outside the 14-yard line on the near hash marks as the Flames move left to right. Wind continues to kind of whip around now, blowing across the field again. Rogers will stay in at running back to the left side of Taglialova. Two receivers each way. Cannon and Vereen to the near side. Morton and Davis to the far side. War Eagles rush 4. Looking right, nothing there. Trying to scramble to his left, comes back right. And he is going to be sacked. War Eagles stay after him. What a defensive job in the backfield for the War Eagles. Nobody open. And that is Ty Blackelk making the play for the War Eagles, a sack back to the 28-yard line. That is a big loss of 14 yards for Ty Blackelk. They'll bring up second and a long time to go. Loss of 14. It'll be second and 24. So great defensive job by the defensive backfield. Taglialova looked right, went to his left, nobody there, came back to his right, pumped, couldn't find anybody, finally gets dumped back at the 28-yard line. Ball sitting at the near hash mark. Wind's switched around now again behind the Flames. It's dying down a little bit. It actually seems like it's warmed up since the game started the first quarter. Plenty of time. Sideline. Pass is completed. Bad tackle attempt by the War Eagles all the way across the field and picking up the 14 yards and maybe then some that was lost on the sack. That was Kevin Vereen, I believe, with the catch. So they did get back the 14 that they lost. Vereen ran a long ways for that 10 yards. He kind of just sat on the sideline as a safety valve. Taglialova found him. That brings up a more manageable third down now with the clock approaching 4 minutes to go here in the first half. It's a 3rd and 10. Ball sits on the far hash marks. It's like they spot the ball, then the center moves it forward a yard because he's standing on the 15. I guess it is the 14. The sticks just always look like they're a yard off. So the ball at the 14, and now we are going to have a timeout taken by the War Eagles. We'll take a break here as well. From Mike's Auto Sales, we'll be back with more War Eagles football from Colorado Springs.
At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
Back in Colorado Springs, we want to thank some of the War Eagle sponsors. Active Life Chiropractic, Drs. Charles and Michaela Stepp deliver real care and lasting results for athletes, busy parents, pregnant moms, and growing kids. Learn more at ActiveLifeSouthDakota.com and feel the Active Life difference. Also played against sports, from baseball, golf, hockey to fitness and more. We've got what you need to stay active on North LaCrosse Street. Shop online at PlayedAgainstSports, RapidCity.com, and follow on social media, Played Against Sports, where Rapid City plays. And Monument Sports Performance, the official sports medicine and performance provider of the Rapid City War Eagles. Trust Monument Health to keep you moving. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Visit Monument Health Orthopedics for more information. They're still having a discussion. I think we're about ready to go. Dakota Storm now in at running back on a 3rd and 10 for the Flames, leading 7-0 with 3:57 to go first half on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Storm just back and to the right of Taglialova. 3 receivers to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. Low snap, handled. Looking right, over the middle. In traffic, the grab. What a snag. And trying to get the number, that is Mo Morton. Went up big, snagged it between 2 white jerseys. Morton with the 14-yard touchdown reception, the second score of the game for the Flames. Second touchdown pass by Taglialova, who stood in tough. He had plenty of time. Found Morton. Boy, that looked like that was a troublesome pass, because there was coverage underneath and behind Morton. He went out and just snapped it right out of the air. Score comes with 3:50 to go here in the first half. And for the extra point, Will Downham. Low snap. Taglialova got it down, and the kick is no good, off to the left. So on the Dakota Discount scoreboard, a 13-0 lead for the Flames. We'll be back with the Playmakers kickoff when we return to Colorado Springs.
At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows Paisanos Pachillas, pizza, and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Gave him his number, though? Yeah. No, okay. Tom Anderson back with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. This kickoff brought to you by our friends at Playmakers Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming. They've got some great tournaments coming up. Make sure you go online to playmakersllc.com and their Facebook page for all their latest events and their inventory. So I've just been informed that Taglialova is not the quarterback. He is still out on military. And it's instead Delaney Ashley. So Ashley doing a great impersonation of the quarterback of the year. This kickoff is going to be fielded. Short man, that is Newman. It looked like he was going to let it go out of bounds, but then it spun right back into his hands, so he didn't really get much of a start on it. Returned it out over the 25-yard line to the 26 or 27. War Eagles will take over from there with 3:50 to go in the first half, trailing now 13-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Stay with us at the half. We'll take a look at the numbers, the scoring, and talk a little bit more CFL football. All that coming up on the Playmakers halftime report. The ball will be at the 26. War Eagles sputtering on offense. They've just not been able to get any traction going. Offensive line, it's kind of a patchwork of players here. Again, they only had 18 to 20 players travel with them. Trying to count on the sideline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I see 10 players on the sideline, 11 on the field. So 21 players in uniform. A lot of players playing out of position, a lot of players playing both ways. And it's shown so far. A little bit of a ragtag start to the game. Longland at running back. Kobe Ulmer at quarterback. No, that is, I believe, Prather at quarterback. So Prather, who came in against, I believe it was Noco, after Marta was hurt. He looks a little bit bigger than Ulmer. You can tell a little bit more by the pants, maybe. The completion out to the right side of 5 yards. Did not see who came up with the catch, so I'll go under a team catch for now. Yeah, I believe that is number 67, Ryan Prather. It's either Prather or Prather. He gave me the right pronunciation after the last game, and I don't have that in front of me. Not expecting to see him come out there. The catch by Ulmer at the 40, and that'll be a first down, Rapid City War Eagles. The same kind of spark that he had when he came in the game in relief a couple of weeks ago. I think that was the Noco game. It wasn't a home game. So a completion to Ulmer to the 42-yard line. Be a pickup of 16. Two receivers split each way. Ball between the hash marks. 1st and 10, Rapid City War Eagles. 2 minutes to go Rolling right, dump it off to the running back. That is Longland, or do they bring Newman back in? Yep, that is Tyler Longland with the catch. And that'll be the 2-minute break here. The ball, see where they finally put it down. Very slow to mark the football here. To the 44. So a short pickup of 3 to Longland on the dump-off pass. Continue on with some of our War Eagles sponsors. Casey Peterson, LTD, CPAs, accountants, and financial experts know there's a real person behind every tax return and financial statement. That's why they don't just crunch numbers, they build relationships. NutriShop in Rapid City, your go-to destination for premium supplements, sports nutrition, and wellness support. NutriShop, real support, real results. Hidden Gems Photography, from sports action shots to portraits and special events. Hidden Gems Photography turns memories into lasting keepsakes. Be sure to check Ashley's page on Facebook. Inland Truck Parts and Service, your trusted partner for keeping trucks running strong and on the road. From quality parts to expert service and support, they help you stay moving with confidence. And Colt 45 Entertainment. They bring energy, excitement, and top-tier entertainment to every event they're part of, turning them into unforgettable experiences. Colt 45 Entertainment makes your event come alive. Minute 55 to go. It will be 2nd and 7 after that 3-yard gain, short 3-yard gain. I believe it's Prather. I gave him 2 options. I thought he said Prather like rather. So Prather back to throw. Under pressure. Spins, and he's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be the 3rd sack in the game. Back to the 40, be a loss of 4. Well, they'll spot him at the 42, loss of 2. So another short sack. It'll be 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stepping up in the pocket. Finds Freeland on a crossing pattern. It's going to be a gain to the 47 or 48-yard line. Minute 7 remaining. And it will be to the 48-yard line. So a pickup of 6 on the pass to Freeland, his first catch of the game. And with a minute 7 to go, we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a break here as well.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Back in Colorado Springs, and the gorgeous view from the press box here at the home of the Flames. Kodiak Handyman and Auto is your reliable local source for dependable repairs, maintenance, and honest service from home projects to automotive needs. Kodiak gets the job done right the first time. Ryan MC Highlights, specializing in high-energy sports photography and highlight coverage. Check out Ryan on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It is 4th and 4 for the War Eagles. Minute 7 remaining, first half, down 13-0 on Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Swing it out right side. Longland slips, stays on his feet, still stays on his feet, stretches forward. I think they're going to mark him a yard short. Line judge on the near side, spotting it at the 49-yard line. He slipped on this artificial surface. You could see the black pellets kick up over there. Regained his balance, got hit around the shins, still able to fall forward, but not quite enough. pickup of 3. They needed 4. And on downs, the War Eagles give it back to COS with 59.7 seconds to go. COS at their own 49-yard line, leading 13-0 rather on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Stay with us at the half for the Playmakers Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming halftime report. So Delaney Ashley, the quarterback. I do see now they have 2 number 12s in there. Back to throw. Steps up. Looks downfield. Nobody open. On the run. This is a big load to bring down. Hits the 30 and dives forward. Bravely stepping in there for the War Eagles. Number 28. Once Ashley gets going, he's about as big as the offensive lineman out there. That is a pickup all the way down to the War Eagle 28-yard line. Pickup of 23 yards for Ashley on the carry. 4th first down unofficially for the Flames here in the first half. They have it 1st and 10, 22 seconds to go. Flags fly. Still under pressure, still on the run, and finally taken down from behind for the War Eagles. That was Cam Faulkner's. So it is against the War Eagles. Move the ball to the 23-yard line on the penalty. The first flag against Rapid City to be 1st and 5. Clock stopped with 13.9 to go. So not really sure why Ashley wasn't on the road trip with them. He would have been a fine stand-in, even if they had gone with the initial backup quarterback who ended up getting hurt. Ashley looking to the sideline. Little confusion. Now they're going to wind the clock. They'll get 1 snap in here. That's 7, and now we're going to have a timeout taken by the Flames. Mass confusion out there for the Flames. So we'll take a timeout here as well from Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Colorado Springs, War Eagles football.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com.
We are back with 6.6 seconds to go here in half number 1. 13-0 lead for the Flames. They come out of the timeout. They'll have a 1st and 5, probably 1 snap. I want to thank Sanchez Roofing, providing reliable, high-quality roofing services you can count on. From repairs to full replacements, they take pride in protecting homes and delivering solid workmanship every time. One of the many War Eagle game sponsors. We appreciate their support of War Eagle football this year. They'll empty the backfield. 3 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Ball sits on the far hash marks. See what they come up with out of the timeout. It's been a big first half for Ashley at quarterback. Just ran for 23 yards on the scramble. Been sacked 1 time. Thrown for a couple of touchdowns. Not sure where they found him, but they found a beauty. Back to throw, over the middle, in traffic, in and out of the hands. That was intended for Philip Cannon, number 0, and we have 0 showing up on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard, so unless there's a flag, that will be the first half. And it will end on the incomplete pass with the Flames leading the War Eagles by a score of 13-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back with the Playmakers halftime report here from Colorado Springs. This is War Eagles football.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street, or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisanos Pachillas, pizza, and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Welcome back to Colorado Springs. Tom Anderson with you on War Eagle football. Tough first half for the War Eagles on offense. Defensively, they did all right. They trail it at the half 13-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. This is the Playmakers halftime report brought to you by Playmakers Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming, located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. They're on Facebook. And they're online at playmakersllc.com. Check them out for all of their inventory and events. War Eagles got a break right away. The Flames with quarterback Delani Ashley in place of Watson Taglialuva. We thought that's who it was at quarterback. Apparently he's still on military. They wear the same number. Ashley turned and threw on a third down play when he was getting wrapped up. Threw it backwards, recovered by the War Eagles. They got the ball at the 21-yard line. 3 plays, couldn't move it. Got down to the 12, a little short of the first down. Instead of going for it, they tried a field goal, which was missed. The Flames got the ball back, a 3-and-out punt. Gave the War Eagles the football again, an excellent position at the 37-yard line of the Flames. They got down to the 18, where they turned it over on downs after a couple of incomplete passes. Flames get the ball back from their own 18 on the turnover on downs. A big pass from Ashley to Mo Morton got him to midfield, and then a 39-yard touchdown pass to complete the drive. That pass completed to Kevin Vereen. It was 7-0 after the extra point. War Eagles got the football back, had to punt it away. The Flames turned it right back over on downs. They had the ball at the War Eagle 29-yard line after a big punt return from Dakota Storm. War Eagles got the ball back after Flames turned over on downs, another 3-and-out punt. Flames got the ball back after just a 1-yard punt. Flames have the ball at the War Eagle 25-yard line, and Morton catches a 14-yard touchdown pass from Ashley. Extra point, no good. That was the scoring in the first half, 13-0. 3 sacks for the Flames, all of them the short variety, 7, 3, and 2 yards lost. 1 sack by the War Eagles, that was a big one at 14 yards. Just 3 penalties in the first half. Flames had 2 for 20. War Eagles had 1 for 5. The 1 turnover, that opening fumble, and a couple turnovers on downs, and the missed field goal. Statistically for the Flames, 143 total yards. They had 11 carries for 25 yards on the ground, 9 of 12 through the air, 118 yards, and the 2 touchdowns. Vereen, 3 catches for 52 yards in that first half. Morton had 3 catches for 50, including a touchdown. Davis, 1 for 5. Cannon, 2 for 11. For the War Eagles, 11 carries, minus 5 yards. Again, those sacks always hurt. Derek Newman, 4 carries for 7 yards. Marta, 4 carries, 3 of those being sacks. 2 of those were sacks. 1 on a drop ball. He lost 11 yards. Marta, 2 of 6 through the air, hit his first 2 passes of the game, then missed the next 4 for 11 yards. Prather comes in relief, goes either 4 or 5 or 4-4. They had the ball moved out. I didn't see if that was a pass play or not. I think it was, which would put him at actually 5 of 5 for 40 yards. So total of 46 yards. 51 minus 5, yeah. 46 total yards of offense for the War Eagles here in the first half. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more of the Playmakers Sports Cards Memorabilia and Gaming Halftime Report when we return to Colorado Springs.
Playmakers Sports Cards Memorabilia and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com.
Tom Anderson back with you at Colorado Springs. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We thought we had a good stream going and just checked and realized that we have some frame issues, so we tried to make an adjustment here. Hopefully that squares it up in the second half. Taking a look at the CFL, going into today's game, NOCO, undefeated on the year, their season is completed as they get the forfeit against the Rampage Rockets. So they end the season at 8-0. They will win the regular season title. They will play the War Eagles. I believe the playoff is next week, and that will be at the home of the Nightmare. So War Eagles will finish in fourth. They're 3-4. Whether they win or lose this game, that they will continue to be in fourth. COS and Mile High, both 5-2. Mile High beat COS in their one meeting this year, so they would have the tiebreaker. Mile High playing Loveland, who is just 1-6 on the season. So most likely, Mile High will host COS unless Loveland comes in and pulls a huge upset and the COS hangs on to win this game. Then they would host Mile High in the other playoff game next week. So NOCO 8-0 right now. COS and Mile High 5-2 are each of their records. The War Eagles come in with a record of 3-4. Loveland sitting at 1-6. So a rough first half for the War Eagles offensively, as it has been all year. They just have not been consistent on offense, getting their offensive line to give time to the quarterback, having the quarterback take the time to stand in the pocket and let his plays develop. And they have not really had a running game. Defensively, they've been solid here this afternoon, giving up just the 2 touchdowns. And those both came on beautiful passes in good coverage. So the defense, and it's a makeshift defense out there because of the lack of players. I think I said I counted 21 or 22 players that made the trip for the War Eagles today. I want to thank a couple more of our game sponsors here. Hidden Gems Elite. They build strong athletes on and off the field with a focus on faith, family, and football. This program helps young players grow their skills and compete with confidence every time they step onto the field. Thank you, Hidden Gems Elite. The Social House, your go-to spot for great food, good vibes, and a welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're grabbing a meal with friends or watching the big game, the Social House brings people together. Monument Health Sports Performance Institute, helping athletes train smarter, recover stronger, and perform at their best. With expert support in strength, conditioning, and injury prevention, they're dedicated to elevating every level of competition. On Time Apparel, they bring high-quality custom apparel made for athletes, teams, and fans. Be sure to stop by their booth to check out and purchase your War Eagles gear today. Well, you can't because we're on the road, but I think you can probably track them down, and you should have some great War Eagles gear to wear in the off-season coming up here. Boss's Pizza and Chicken, serving up bold flavor, hot pizza, crispy chicken that hits the spot every time. Whether you're stopping in or taking it home, Boss's has you covered with pizza you'll crave and chicken you'll obsess over. Impact Learning and Development, dedicated to providing wraparound evidence-based services for children with learning and behavioral challenges and families that take care for them. Impact Learning and Development, unlocking potential, inspiring growth. Impact Kids Academy, dedicated to helping kids learn, grow, and thrive in a fun and supportive environment with a focus on education, character, and development. They're building a strong foundation for a brighter future. So thanks to all of those War Eagle sponsors, as well as our webcast sponsors, Playmakers, Mike's Auto Sales, Dakota Discount RV, Traders Market, Baizanos Bakia, and Soundbites Vintage. This has been your Playmakers Halftime Report, brought to you by Playmakers in the J.C. Penney Wing in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Looks like we are ready to kick off the second half. We'll see if our frame rate gets a little bit better. We've made an adjustment, but I don't have Dr. Ryan here like I do at 320 to help out. We thought we had everything figured out. We're having problems with the hotspot that I thought we were going to use on some of the tests that we did. But I ran this at my store yesterday and just used the Wi-Fi there. We're using a Wi-Fi device here, and we may not be getting exactly what we were hoping for as far as the feed. So we are ready to kick it off. It will be fielded deep by our unknown number 88 at the 10. Out near the 30 before he gets picked up and tossed back like a light sack of groceries. So good return before he got stacked up. It'll be War Eagle football to start the second half. And they will start on the near hash marks from their 27-yard line. Moving left to right here in the third quarter. Trailing 13-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Flames, after losing their first two games of the year, have been playing the kind of football that took them to the championship game last year. They lost just one game last year, and that was to NOCO, and then lost to them again in the playoffs. But they've had some personnel shuffling as well, obviously at quarterback. Without Tagliavu here over the last few weeks, but Ashley stepped in and done a fantastic job here in the first half. 9 of 12, a couple of touchdowns, no interceptions, 118 yards, and another 16 on the ground. War Eagles will run out of a double back set. The handoff and bouncing out over the 30. And this might be the first time we've seen Devontre Field this year, or at least since the first game. So Devontre Field, last year's Offensive Player of the Year for the War Eagles, gets the carry out to the 31-yard line. He picks up 4 yards. It may not be Field either. They have some different players out there, and they had to kind of shuffle some jerseys around. So number 5 on the carry, that doesn't look like him. He doesn't look as big as Field normally does. Swing pass out left side. That is caught, and a gain out to the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 3. On the catch was Newman. And just checking Marta back in at quarterback to start the second half. So it'll be a 3rd and 5 upcoming. They have to get to the 37, 3rd and 4. Looks like they marked him at the 33-yard line, a pickup of 2. 2 setbacks, 2 receivers on the near side, and we have movement. They're pointing each way, but it's going to be, I believe, against the War Eagles. Running back moved. About the same time the defensive end on the near side moved. It'll be a false start against the War Eagles. Just their second penalty, but a costly one here. That's going to move them back 5 yards. Now to the ball at the 28-yard line. On the penalty. So still in front of the sticks, but that made that 3rd down conversion that much more difficult. Clock rolling as we approach the 13-minute mark of the third period, just underway, second half. 13-0 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Tom Anderson with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Split setbacks. Marta back to throw. Has time. Ball bounces up in the air. That's going to be intercepted. For Ryan Nico, last year's linebacker of the year. Hit him right in the chest. Popped up. He stayed with it. First interception of the game. Ryan Nico gives the Flames a good start to the second half. They will have the ball in War Eagle territory with 12:49 to go, third quarter. And waiting for them to finally plant the sticks. 28, 29. Call it the 28-yard line of the War Eagles. Ball on the near hash. Flames moving right to left. Cisneros, I believe, is a running back. He'll get the handoff, come to the near side. Gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Coming up to make the play was Tyler Longland. They moved the ball to the 29, and now they move the stick back. Had some difference of opinion between the sticks and where the ball was actually out on the field. So Cisneros, his fourth carry, second for loss, has 4 yards and 4 carries. Now there's a little confusion on the sideline. I think somebody's asking for water, maybe? Not really sure. There has been some confusion on the Flames sidelines with their special teams, and now not really sure what the holdup is. Clock stopped at 12:25. Now they got it sorted out. 2 receivers to the near side. Rogers, the running back, out this way, along with Andre Davis. Cisneros in the backfield. I think that's Morton split out wide at the numbers on the right side. And Vereen, I believe, is a slot man on the far side. Low snap. Give the ball off to Cisneros on the broken play. He dives inside the 20. That'll be just short of a first down. Picked up 10, though, on the carry. No, they'll mark him at the 20-yard line. So a pickup of 9 for Cisneros. It'll be a 3rd and 2 now. They have to get to the 18. The ball's sitting at the 20. First time in this game we've had to switch windows to take a look at the left side of the field. Clock rolling, approaching 11:30 to go, third quarter, 13-0 lead for the Flames, trying to add to that on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Hand off Cisneros. He gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be stopped for no gain, and there's a War Eagle player slow to get up. He got caught up underneath the pile, and we're going to take a timeout while they tend to him. We'll be back with more War Eagle football from Colorado Springs.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
So the quick pop-up, he's going to tough it out. Trying to see who the player was. Kevin Herron. He is a tough guy. He's back out there. Back to throw on 4th and a couple, and that pass is completed for the first down. Try and get the number across the way. That is number 2. Another catch for Kevin Vereen. That is his 4th catch of the game. And the ball at the 14-yard line. Be a pickup of 6, enough for the first down. So 2nd and 4, the ball is sitting on the far hash marks. They'll bunch 3 receivers to that side. Davis split out wide to the numbers here. Has Covey Ulmer on an island. Ulmer playing right up in his face. We'll see if they go this way. Now Ashley communicating out to his receiver. War Eagles roll Kirksey that way, and that's what they want to do. They go to the corner. Knocked away by Ulmer. Little hand-to-hand combat down there. Ulmer taking on the challenge. They did roll Kirksey over for some safety help. The ball knocked away. Will bring up a 2nd and 10. But a good read by Ashley. Saw he had one of his prime targets out there one-on-one. Waited a little too long, though. Kirksey able to roll over, but he didn't get there really in time to do anything with the play. It was just a good one-on-one defense by Covey Ulmer. Now they'll split 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Single setback. I believe that is Cisneros again. Ball on the far hash marks. Moving right to left here in the third quarter. The sun goes behind the clouds. Give the ball to Cisneros. He's hit and falls forward for a yard, maybe 2. Ball is at the 14. Give him a pickup to the 12. So a pickup of 2. Cisneros with his 6th carry of the game. 3rd here in the third quarter on this drive. 9.5 remaining, third period. for the War Eagles, hoping they get more of their pieces when they travel next week to play NOCO in the first round of the playoffs. They are very short-handed here this afternoon against the Flames, as the Flames were when they traveled to Rapid City a few weeks ago. Single setback, two receivers each way. Ball on the far hash marks. Back to throw. Ashley looks to his left, has a man in the corner. That's Morton. And Morton with another touchdown. Kirksey got there late. He and Ulmer were both there defensively. And once again, Morton, between a couple of defenders, makes the play, this time from 12 yards out. That is the third score of the game for the Flames. Second touchdown for Morton. Third touchdown pass of the game for Ashley now. Fourth catch of the day for Mo Morton. Had a big catch that moved him out to midfield on their first touchdown drive. Now his second touchdown catch. Downham, 1 for 2 on extra points today. Drills that one. Good. 20-0 now on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. We'll take a break, be back with the Playmakers kickoff as we continue from Colorado Springs, War Eagle football.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
We are back in Colorado Springs. The sun's starting to approach the tops of the Rockies. Sitting behind some clouds right now. The wind's picked up a little bit again. 20-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Tom Anderson back with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. 8:55 to go, third period. This kickoff brought to you by Playmakers Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming. They are in the J.C. Penney Wing in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Check online for their hours, inventory, and all their upcoming events. They always have something going on at Playmakers. So another beautiful on-the-money pass from Ashley. His third touchdown of the game. Laid it right on the hands of Mo Morton. The kick, we come to the near side. On the roll is number 88, trying to find some room to run, and he gets tossed to the ground hard. On the tackle, I believe that is Artez Edwards. So the War Eagles in a bit of a hole now, down by 3 scores, and their offense sputtering. Just 46 total yards in the first half. Picked up just 6 yards on their first possession before the interception by Nico, which set up this most recent touchdown. Ball shy of the 20 at the 18-yard line. Let's see how the War Eagles bring it out. They started the game with John Marta at quarterback. Then they brought in Ryan Prather, who had never played quarterback until he stepped in relief against, I believe it was NOCO on the road a few weeks ago. And he is back in at quarterback here on the second possession of the third quarter. After Marta threw the interception on the first possession, back to throw. Rolls right, under pressure. So it leaves it just a little bit short, trying to get Ulmer on the comeback at the 30-yard line. Would have given them a first down had they been able to complete it. First incomplete pass of the day for Prather. Brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 18. Along with the War Eagles this year, we've been bringing you Post 320 Baseball, our webcast sponsors helping us out with those as well. They will be in regional play starting on Tuesday, a best 2 out of 3. Tuesday and Wednesday if necessary. I believe they play 2 on Tuesday. There is a game being played yet today that could affect the power points. So if you follow 320 baseball at all and you want to know who they're playing, you can check their website or Facebook page or my Facebook page. Once we have them, we'll get those posted. Prather looking at a 2nd and 10 from his own 18-yard line. Give the ball to his back. That is Longland. Steps up, picks up a yard or two. They'll give him 2 to the 20. For Longland, just his 2nd carry. His 1st carry actually is from the wide receiver position on a reverse. They'll mark him and give him another yard out to the 21-yard line now. So 3rd and 7 upcoming for the War Eagles, trailing 20-0. When that sun drops below the clouds, we will be blinded in the press box. For the War Eagles, hoping their future looks brighter than it has so far. Empty backfield, 3 left, 2 right, ball on the near hash marks. Moving left to right, back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Lofts the ball up. Kirksey is there, and the interception is made. And that's probably better than any of the punts they've had so far. They had a punt that went for just 1 yard. So better off, perhaps, if they were going to have the ball not be completed, that it was actually intercepted. On the interception was Tyrell Petway, number 41. 2nd interception of the game, tossed by the War Eagles, both of them here in this half. So COS will have the ball with 7:41 to go, 3rd quarter. And they will start on their side of the 50 at the 48-yard line. But the punting game has not been a strong suit for the War Eagles, especially today. Longland had been punting throughout the year, but he has not been back there to kick the ball away yet today. Prather kicked the last one in the first half that went only a yard as he shanked it off the right side of his foot. Flames moving into a slight breeze here in the 3rd quarter, right to left here from the field at the Academy. Single setback, 1 right, 3 to the near side, that's the left side. 2 near the numbers, 1 inside the hash mark. They will run with the football, come to the near side. That is Storm. If he gets in the open field, he's dangerous. Just trying to get in the open field has been a bit of a challenge. He's carried the ball twice now for no yardage. So mark him down at the 48. It'll be 2nd and 10. Had a dynamic punt return in the first half that set them up in good field position at the Eagles' 37. Sorry, at the Eagles' 29. They turn the ball over on downs. Going to bunch 3 now. Now they'll send Morton to the far side. Ball on the near side, 2 bunched there, 2 to the far side. Morton in the slot. Ashley with a single setback directly behind him. They'll run the ball. That is Storm. Looking for a seam. Gets outside. Turns the corner. There he goes. Far sideline. That's what we were talking about. That's what he showed the last game. He has some explosiveness if they find the seam, and that time they did. And let's see where they mark him out at. Looking, they're kind of milling around like there's a flag somewhere, but I don't see a flag thrown. Or will they mark off the flag? It will be a holding penalty. So Storm got to the 35-yard line. They'll move it back to the 45. So Storm, I think, gets credit for a 7-yard run. I think that's how it works. Always been a little confused on those spot foul holding penalties like that, and how to put the numbers in for the players. I read it once. I thought that's what it was. You give them the yards up to the spot where the penalty is marked as long as it's not a loss. War Eagles showing blitz. Ashley's done a good job of warding off those blitzes by the long snap counts. Here comes Storm the other way. Has a seam at the numbers. Turns the corner, throws one defender off, and then 3 white jerseys are there. But that'll be enough for a first down, because that was second down since the penalty marked them back beyond the first down marker. And there's the flag at the 48-yard line of the War Eagles. Forget I have a handheld microphone, so I apologize for the dropout in the audio. Mr. Microphone does not attach to my head. So they will mark it from, well, I'm not really sure where they're marking it from. Marked it from the original line of scrimmage. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. That puts them back in their own territory. So a couple of flags here, putting the brakes on the Flames' drive. Clock rolling, just under 6 minutes to go, third quarter. They're back behind the sticks now. It'll be second and looks like 13. Ball on the far hash marks. Split 2 each way, single setback. Ashley, who's had an outstanding afternoon, claps the hands, gets the snap, fake the handoff, right over the middle, in traffic. It was over the head. I think that was intended for Kevin Vereen. Morton was also there. A couple white jerseys were there. Flames thinking there should have been a pass interference call. Not forthcoming. Incomplete brings up a third down. So 3rd and 13 from their own 45. Flames leading 20-0 here in the third quarter on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Stay with us for the conclusion of the game. We'll have the Sound Bites Vintage postgame as well as our Paisanos player of the game as we wrap up the regular season on the road here in Colorado Springs. Again, we apologize for the video problems. We thought we had a good feed set up. Apparently it's not streaming as well as we had hoped. I tried to make an adjustment, but empty backfield now. 3 left, 2 right, and there's another flag. False start. Jumping the gun was Morton, the veteran. Heard the hand clap. Must have been on the second hand clap. Everybody else stayed where they were, so a penalty will move them back to the 40. Third penalty on this drive. And now they are in a 3rd and 18. They need to get to the War Eagle 43-yard line. They're now sitting at their own 40. Morton Storm to the near side. Don't get the number. That might be Bam Henderson, number 40. 2 to the far side. Empty backfield. War Eagles. 2 down, 2 up on the front line. And we have another flag. Yeah, it is number 40 to the near side, Bam Henderson. So run another 5 back. Clock stopped at 5:31. So that puts them at 13, 18, 3rd and 23. And it actually looks further than that, but that should be the math. Ashley claps hands. Nobody jumps. Back to throw. Over the middle. Has Morton. The ball knocked away in the hands of War Eagles. Tyler Longland for a moment. Kirksey got a hand on it. Went right between. It was intended for Morton, who was standing between them. Pass goes incomplete after all that. It will be 4th down. And the Flames will punt it away. Will Downham does kicking and punting duties. I think will sit out there. Yes, he will. And back deep will be Longland as a single safety. Again, the Flames a little bit slow in their special teams to get their players out there. I think the officials have been pretty lenient on delay of game calls in these situations. First half, we saw just 3 flags. On that drive alone, we saw 3 against the Flames, 1 so far in this half against the War Eagles. Here's the punt, end over end. It's going to hit short. Longland will pick it up on the far side. 40, 50, puts his head down, gets thrown forward to the 45-yard line. Tyler Longland takes a chance, trailing 20-0, fields it on the hop, and puts the War Eagles in COS territory with 5:12 to go, third period, trailing 20-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. This change of possession brought to you by our friends at Playmakers, Justin and Brad. I've known those 2 guys for a long time. They do a great job with their store. In fact, when I had my card store years ago, Justin worked for me there. He helped start the Magic tournaments, and that's carried over into their store. They do really well with Magic as well as Pokemon. I'm sure they run some other gaming tournaments as well. They have a Magic MTG pre-release coming, or Reality Fracture Magic pre-release tournament coming up. A couple of them in September and October. Check them out online. So they move the ball back to the 46-yard line, the 1st and 10. I believe that's Kobe Ulmer at quarterback now. No, it's not. It's another different number. I think they drew, that's number 88. So again, not sure who number 88 is. He's been in on a couple of kick returns. Now he's going to try his hand at quarterback. Well, his hand clap got his own team offsides. I thought the penalty was going to go against the Flames as they jump, but there's a flinch on the inside of the War Eagles lineup, or interior line rather. So move the ball back to the 49-yard line of the War Eagles, their second penalty of the quarter. It puts them behind the sticks now at 1st and 15. Single setback. They'll pitch it that way to Newman. He turns the corner, gets back into Flames territory. He'll pick up some of the yardage lost on the penalty, but not all of it. He'll cross midfield and get spotted at the 49-yard line. So a pickup of 2 for Newman on what was a very dangerous pitch. The pitch got out there a little slowly as Newman was heading towards the line, and there was a few orange jerseys right in line of that. That's why Newman only got a couple of yards on it. The offensive line has not had a lot of push on those running plays. The backs, not much room to run through, so they're doing most of that on their own. Negative 5 yards rushing in the first half. That was contributed by 12 yards lost on sacks. So on the ground, it was a 7-yard first half. Second and long behind the sticks. Newman might have started towards the line of scrimmage a little early. They bring the pass out to the near side. I think it was intended for Ulmer. Kirksey ends up with the catch. And the ball comes out. They're going to say he was stood up. Blow the whistle. It is a dead ball. And the Flames have done a really good job of holding up the runners and then clawing away at the ball. We saw that in the first half with John Marta. After he fumbled the first time, the player who had him wasn't really trying to tackle him. He was just trying to strip the football away. Sorry about that, something down my throat. So the completion to Kirksey picks up 3 yards to the 46. For Kirksey, his second reception of the game. Third and it's like 3rd and 5 from where they're at right now. Single setback. They bring Freeland in motion to the near side. Here comes the blitz from the right side. Pass is caught on the near side by number 28. We don't have a number in here. It says Red Owl on the back of his jersey. Have some discussion on the field. And they're going to march off a penalty against the Flames. So they will mark the ball. The shiny turf is starting to reflect the sun. Looks like the ball at the 19-yard line. Pass must have been completed to the 34. And the penalty to the 19, 15 yards. So a pickup of 8 on the completion. I'm trying to use the window bar here for sunscreen. Hand up to Newman, up the middle. Gets racked up after a pickup of a couple. Call at the 15-yard line and pick up a 4 for Newman. Ran that one off the right side, off the guard tackle hole. So second down, approaching 2 minutes to go, third quarter. 20-0 lead for the Flames. War Eagles got the ball at the 46-yard line of the Flames after the big punt return from Longland. And now trying to put a drive together. Got a goose egg sitting up on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard at the moment. New quarterback in, number 88. Newman stands to his right, back to throw. Has to scramble to his left. Throws it back against the grain, and the catch is made. That is Kobe Ulmer with the first down catch. He got hammered from behind, but hangs on to it. And the War Eagles, their first down. Check that second first down, first not by penalty here in the second half. And it'll be first and goal. Trying to follow the yard markers across. Looks like from the 7-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the completion to Ulmer. Give the ball to Newman, left side. Hit the hole, then hits the ground. 3 orange jerseys in there to seal it up, including linebacker of the year last year, Ryan Nico, has an interception. He's had a couple of big stops. Third quarter winding down. We'll see if the Flames turn the field. They have the wind behind them. It's not much of a breeze, and the kicking game for them really doesn't come into play. Call it a pickup of a yard for Newman, and I'm just guessing at that right now. From where the ball is at on the right side of the field with the reflections, you can't really see the hash marks. That sun off this turf. And they fake the handoff to Newman. Try to run the quarterback the other way. And he runs into last year's defensive lineman of the year, Rob Singleton. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. We'll flip sides of the field where we have a better look at the hash marks maybe. When we come back, War Eagles trying to punch it in the end zone. Back with more War Eagle football from Colorado Springs.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
Tom Anderson back with you as we get ready to start. Let me try that again. Tom Anderson back with you on the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth as we get ready to start period number 4. It looks like the ball is actually sitting at the, I thought we'd have a better look at the hash marks here. The 10, they've got a soccer field on here as well, so their line's kind of messing me up some. Trying to look at the stick across the way. It looks like it might be at the 8-yard line, so we'll keep it at the 7. Newman, no carry on the last or no yards on the last carry. So the War Eagles with a 4th and goal. No, 3rd and goal. Thought it was 3rd. They flipped the down marker to 4. War Eagles very slow to get out here to start the 4th period. Number 28 split out to the near side. That was the jersey with Red Owl on it. Also out to this side is Freeland. 88 still a quarterback. Throws to the right, intended for Kirksey. He got bumped, and now the flag is thrown, not on the interception or the pass interference. There are 2 flags thrown in the backfield. It'll be roughing the quarterback, and that'll be a new set of downs for the War Eagles. Half the distance to the goal. Should put the ball at the 4-yard line, and we'll set them up 1st and goal from there. So the 3rd quarterback of the game for the War Eagles started with John Marta. Ryan Prather came in. He actually did not play bad. They each threw an interception. But trailing 20-0 and the offense going nowhere, they switched gears here. The penalty, moving the ball to the 4. Well, the War Eagles have 4 shots at it. They bring in their heavy backfield. That's usually Kevin Herron, but he hurt his knee earlier, so I'm not sure who they have in there. Give the ball left side, stretching. The ball pops out, but after he hit the ground, Flames fans want the fumble, but he clearly hit the ground and the ball popped out. I'm trying to see who the running back was. I think that was Longland. I have a couple of players down on the ground right now. I don't know if they're still wrestling for the football. No, we have an injury on the field, and that was Tyler Longland. They started calling for medical help, and Longland popped up. He's going over to the left side, and he will come out of the game. He got it down inside the 1, a pickup of 3. Be 2nd and goal from there. Ball on the near hash marks. They've got everybody bunched in the backfield and between the tackles except for one receiver split to the far side. And now we're going to have timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. From Colorado Springs, War Eagles football.
Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches. And don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
We are back out of the timeout. And the War Eagles, with 10 bodies stacked up on the line and in the backfield between the tackles, one split out to the far side. I believe that is Ulmer. And they will run a scrum here. The Flames came crashing in. The right side of that defensive line, I believe, made the stop. They collapsed the left side of the War Eagle line. So that'll bring up 3rd and goal. I'm not sure who they have in at quarterback. I think they would have Marta in there or Prather, 2 bigger bodies. But I have not seen. There may be somebody else in there. They've got all those white jerseys all jammed in there. Could not tell who the quarterback was. Normally, you'd be able to see Marta above the crowd. See if we can catch the quarterback here. Sure, they'll try and run the quarterback sneak again. That's a big front line for the Flames. And it is Marta at quarterback. And they will try the right side this time, and this time they get in. Marta with the 1-yard touchdown run for the War Eagles. They are on the board for the first time this game. Marta with another 1-yard touchdown run. It looks like they're going to line up to kick the extra point. Number 94 out to do the kicking. 13-16 to go, fourth quarter. They avoid the shutout. The extra point is good. 20-7 the score on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. 13-16 to go, fourth quarter. Back with the Playmakers kickoff next here from Colorado Springs.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Tom Anderson back as we get last call for concessions. Here in Colorado Springs, the sun dead on in the eyes of us here in the press box, so we find whatever we can to block it out. Turned into a beautiful day. When I left Rapid City this morning, there must have been a fire burning somewhere because it looked smoky and hazy and smelled of smoke. Kind of stayed that way through most of Nebraska. Started to clear out, and then as I headed into Colorado Springs, ran into a big downpour, which is right around this neighborhood. I saw a couple of big puddles, but the artificial turf here, and just looking at the sandy dirt here, it didn't look like they got much at the field itself. But the field in good shape. Wasn't sure if this was a turf field or a grass field. Kickoff brought to you by our friends at Playmakers. Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming in the Uptown Rapid Mall, J.C. Penney Wing. Here is the kick. That's going to go off to the right side. It will be handled across the way. Coming to the near side, making the cut at the 30-yard line, and then getting stood up. War Eagles trying to pry the ball away. On the return was Andre Davis. And the Flames, with a 20-7 lead now on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard, into period number 4. The one touchdown in the third quarter by the Flames. They scored in each of the 3 periods. War Eagles shut out through the first 3, picked up their touchdown just now here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. 20-7 lead on the Dakota Discount scoreboard. Neither team has exactly blown things up on offense, but Delaney Ashley, the quarterback for the Flames, had a good afternoon. 3 touchdown passes, accounting for all of their scores. He stays at quarterback. Rogers in the backfield. Rogers missed a snap count. Ashley was holding the football out. Finally, Rogers comes up and grabs it. He's going to lose yardage. Line of scrimmage was the 32-yard line. And he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 30. Well, maybe he was admiring the Rockies as I have been all afternoon. So 2nd and 12 upcoming for the Flames. They're moving left to right. Here in period number 4, the breeze has pretty much died down. The flag drooping down from the pole. 2 receivers go each way. The ball sits between the hash marks at the 30-yard line. Single step back. Ashley takes a look at the defense. War Eagles rushing 4, showing blitz from the left side. Now they pull it back. Ulmer was late on what looked like he wanted to blitz, but the pass quickly out to the other side. A flag comes in. Helmet comes off. And Another flag comes in. We don't want to see the wheels fall off like it did against Mile High. That second half got a little out of control. With a 20-7 lead, game's not totally out of hand, but it's been a frustrating afternoon for the War Eagles to drive 8 hours down here with a short team and just not play very well, but still being in the game at 20-7. Got to keep the heads. Officials still talking about it, sorting things out. Pass was completed out to the 36-yard line, so a pickup of 6. Didn't see who came up with the catch. So there goes the team. And that's going to be a penalty of 15 yards. That puts the ball at the War Eagles' 49-yard line. Their third penalty of the game, all of them here in the second half. They give to Rogers, I believe, in the backfield. He gets taken down after maybe a gain of 1. Number 13 up from the bottom of the pile. That'll be a pickup of 2 to the 47-yard line for Rogers. 3 come to the near side for the Flames. Ashley with Rogers to his right. One receiver off to the far side. Ashley been very patient on these snap counts, really making sure where the defense was, not letting them commit to a snap count jump. And that completion will be the second of the game to Davis to the 41-yard line, a pickup of 6. Nineteenth pass attempt unofficially for Ashley. Completed 13 of 19. Third and a couple. High snap. Get the ball to Rogers. War Eagles busted out in the backfield, making the initial hit. Matt McCray, or at least the jersey of Matt McCray. Yeah, Matt McCray. They just had Matt written down on the starting lineup roster. So that'll be a loss back to the 43-yard line, a loss of a couple. McCray blows the play up. Be 4th down for the Flames. They will go for it. 4th and about 5, maybe 6. Now it looks like 4th and 5. Ball between the hash marks, single setback. 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Ashley again taking his time. War Eagles run 3. Ashley near sideline. The pass over the head. He had Morton closing in on it. Also in the area was number 88, who I don't have on the roster. Pass goes incomplete, and on downs, the War Eagles will get the ball back. Still trailing 20-7 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. With 9:16 to go, this change of possession brought to you by Playmaker Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming. Get online. They've got a couple Magic events coming up. I know they have to have sometime pretty soon another card show coming up. They usually have those every couple of months. But they'll have all the details on their website as well as their Facebook page. So get online, check them out. They are in the J.C. Penney Wing in the Uptown Rapid Mall. For the War Eagles, they have their work cut out for them. 9:16 to go. They scored on their last possession. A 46-yard touchdown drive. They were helped by a couple of penalties. Roughing the quarterback penalty, chief among them, giving them a new set of downs on a 2-goal-to-go situation. Low snap, 88, has to run, rolling right, throws it downfield, and over the head of the defender, out of the hands of Covey Ulmer. I don't think Ulmer was expecting the pass to be thrown. Number 88, again, we don't have him on the roster, so not sure who's running the show out there right now for the War Eagles. And they're on the other side of the field, so we don't really have communication with them. I think Ulmer thought 88 was going to run the ball. If I have it right, that's his first incomplete pass of his stint out here after Marta and Prather had their turns at the quarterback spot. Single setback, I believe that's Newman. 2 receivers each way. Back to throw, under pressure. Steps up, and he'll be sacked. Back to the 40-yard line on the sack for the Flames, number 45, Kurt Huddick. So they'll actually put him at the 39-yard line. So a loss of 4 on the 4th sack of the game for the Flames. So behind the sticks once again for the War Eagles on 3rd down. Be looking at a 3rd and 14. Clock rolling, just under 8.5 to go now, 4th period. 3 right, 1 left, single setback. Flames rush 4, and they get in and get another sack. Forcing the issue for the Flames, number 7, Kevin Campbell, got in very quickly from that left defensive end. It was cleaned up, I believe, by Huddick again. So back-to-back sacks. This one back to the 31, a loss of 8. Brings up a 4th and forever. And the War Eagles trailing 20-7 with 7:40 to go. Will punt it away. Prather comes in to do the kicking, looking for something better than the 1-yard effort he had in the first half when he shanked it off his right foot. At least I think that's Prather. It looks like his pants. Much better kick. It is Prather. This one will hit and roll. Davis touched it, picks it up, stays on his feet, comes up the near sideline at the 40, cuts back at the 45, goes across field, runs through 3 arm tackles, and a flag comes in. This is probably coming back. Davis still on his feet, finally falls down inside the 20. But I think this will most likely be coming back. The flag sitting at the 49-yard line of the Flames, but an exciting return got the fans all ramped up down here by Andre Davis after he initially mishandled the ball, and so often you see that happen. They mishandle the kick, the defense kind of lets up, and all of a sudden there's a seam there, and Davis found it. Let's see. Yeah, they are turning and facing. They'll mark it off from the 49-yard line. The official just looking for a football. So we'll take a break. Take one spot, and we'll come back.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
All right, we were a little confused because I heard the Flames holler for offense, and they hadn't marked the penalty off yet. I thought maybe they were picking up the flag. But it will go back to the 39-yard line on the punt return. So the return was actually inside the 20, but that'll come back, and it will be Flames ball from their own 39, and the sun has gone behind the Rockies. We don't have to hold paper up anymore. We're going to get a little bit of a rocky sunset here in the last 7 minutes of the clock time of the fourth quarter. So the Flames do have the football. 1st and 10 from their 39-yard line. Ashley remains at quarterback. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Ball on the near hash marks, moving left to right. Back to throw. steps up, and he'll be sacked. In there for the War Eagles, number 13, or another of our unknown jerseys, and Ryan Prather. So the second sack of the game of Ashley. He is dropped back at the 31-yard line. That'd be a loss of 8 yards. Stay with us at the end of the game. We will search for a War Eagle player of the game, sponsored by Paisanos. We'll also take a quick look at the numbers and the scoring as we wrap up the regular season here from Colorado Springs, enjoying the Rocky Mountain sunset here at the home of the Flames. Single setback on a 2nd and 18. Ashley, 3 left, 1 right. Handoff, that is to Shepard, I believe. First time we've seen him in the game. Number 22, Deshaun Shepard. Every once in a while, the old mind works. I actually remembered who that was, and then I have to look at the War Eagles roster for a number because their name slips my mind. 1 yard gain for Shepard on his first carry. 3rd and 17 now. Just kind of checking on our video progress. So hopefully the tweak that I made helped a little bit. Again, we apologize for the video. We thought we had it all figured out. I ran like 3 or 4 different tests this week with different setups, and I thought we had this figured out after I had it set up yesterday, but different Wi-Fi hotspot, different result, and that pass is caught. Number 40 on the reception. The War Eagle defender, as he went for the interception, kind of stumbled right into the hands of Bam Henderson. Happy birthday, Bam. That could have been a pick 6 the other way. That'll be a pickup of 27 yards to the 41-yard line. So Henderson with his first reception. Ashley on his 21st attempt of the ball game. He's thrown for 3 touchdowns. Had 118 yards of 9 and 12 passing in the first half. First and 10 from the War Eagle 41-yard line. Far hash marks. 2 split each way. Fake the handoff. I don't know if it's a miss handoff or a fake, but Ashley's going to run it. Here comes the big freight train, and he ran right through the War Eagle defender who's looking for a hold. I don't know if it was Ulmer that got run over or if it was Freeland who got run over. Freeland was calling for the hold. I think Ulmer's the one who got freight trained by Ashley. We don't have weights and sizes here, but again, he is a big, big guy. He could easily be playing the offensive line, but with that arm and that touch, he's in the exact right position. Picked up 9 on the carry down to the 32-yard line. 2nd and a yard to go. Clock rolling towards the 3-minute mark now. 20-7 lead. The Flames in control here on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Ashley will split 2 each way. Single setback. Takes his time. Here comes the War Eagles on a blitz up the middle. The pass out to Morton. Comes back into the field to play. Still on his feet. And they'll whistle him dead at the 30. That's enough for a first down on a pickup of 2. So move the sticks again. And Mo Morton, who did not have any catches at all against the War Eagles in their meeting a couple of weeks ago, as he was forced into action at quarterback when their backup quarterback, Epsich, got hurt, and they didn't have Ashley around to step in. He's done a great job here this afternoon. Approaching 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 1st and 10, ball on the near hash marks. 3 bunch to the near side. 1 receiver off by himself between the hash marks and the numbers far side. The give is to number 9. That is Chris Watkins in the game for the first time. So a lot of Flames getting an opportunity to get some action here this afternoon against the War Eagles in a 20-7 lead. And that will be the 2-minute stoppage at 1:58 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break, be back with the last 2 minutes of the game from Colorado Springs.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
1:58 to go, fourth quarter. Last regular season of the game for the War Eagles. They trail it on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard 20-7. Tom Anderson making the trip down to Colorado Springs with Harley and a little help from her friend Gabby. Raises her hand. Mom Stacy to make sure we behave ourselves. The ladies made a trip of it this weekend. I drove down this morning trying to keep my eyeballs peeled open. And they are having a long 2-minute break discussion over here. War Eagles on the road next weekend against NOCO, first round of the playoffs. NOCO 8-0 on the year. They are truly the nightmare. They have not lost a game the last 3 seasons. Back-to-back champs, national champs last year. Looking for a repeat. They have been dominant again this year. They'll take on the War Eagles. It will be Mile High. I'm assuming they beat Loveland. I don't have access to my internet because my phone died and my charger is nowhere to be found. Back to the action here. 3 left, 1 right. Ball between the hash marks. Ashley still in at quarterback. Watkins stands behind him to his left. Fake the handoff. Looking in the far corner. Has a man open. Touchdown. That is Philip Cannon. And Cannon, who missed an opportunity at a touchdown right at the end of the first half, got behind the defender, and Ashley again lays it right on the money. 27 yards to Cannon. 4th touchdown pass of the day for Mr. Ashley. A couple of them to Mo Morton, 1 to Kevin Vereen, 1 to Cannon now. Stay with us at the end of the game. We'll recap some of the big plays and the numbers. Makes it 26-7 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard as Will Downham comes out to attempt the extra point. He is 2 of 3 today. Hit his first, missed a second, drilled the third one through. Ashley to hold. Did a good job on one of the low snaps. Out a little low, got it down. The kick is up, and it is good again. 27-7 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Minute 50 to go. Back with the Playmakers kickoff when we return to Colorado Springs.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com.
We are back in Colorado Springs. Playmakers kickoff brought to you by Playmakers Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming. Get up there and check out everything they have. I was just in and out of there really quickly again the other day looking for some boxes for storage. They always have people in there looking. They have a huge long line on their showcases of their higher-end sports and gaming cards. Make sure you check those out if you're looking to add some real treasures to your collection. They do a great job of taking care of their customers, running their events, and stocking their store. The Flames kick it off left to right. Back deep for the War Eagles. Number 5. Don't believe that's Devo Field. Just doesn't look like his body type back there. He's been hurt for the better part of the year. He's having leg problems. Knuckleball will hit. A couple of bounces. Finally picked up, and didn't see who was back on the short side. I think that was Newman on the return. Thought one of the up guys would have taken that one on the run. No, actually number 81 maybe. Matt Rencounter. First time we called his name this year, so again, I'm not 100% certain that of all the players wearing all the numbers, except for the ones we had as starters. So the War Eagles with the football, just a minute 42 to go here in the fourth quarter. They will start with the 1st and 10 from their 35-yard line. Number 88 stays at quarterback. Encounter to the near side. Three-man line now for the Flames. Handoff right side, Newman spins, falls forward, picks up 4, maybe 5 if they give him the slide forward. And it looks like they will mark him for 4. Out to the 39-yard line for Newman. His 4th carry of the half. He had 4 carries in the first half, 8 carries in the game. Clock will continue to run. 27-7. Score on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Flames looking to move to 6-2 with the win. That would tie them, assuming Mile High wins their game against the 1-6 Loveland Elite. Throw it down the near sideline, and that is going to be picked off. Still on his feet with the interception coming down the near sideline. That is number 1, James Cleveland, with the interception over the shoulder. And he takes it the distance, about 60 yards on the return. So it looked like the scoring was done, but Cleveland broke a couple of tackles on the near sideline and returns it for the pick 6. So put another touchdown up on the board for the Flames. And the extra point to come. I would take a break here, but about the time I did that, they'd have some crazy block kick and return. So we'll keep it right here for the extra point. Hoping to help our sponsors out with another spot or 2 in there. We'll catch them in the post game. It's turned into a beautiful night. It was a little warm when we got here this afternoon. Got everything opened up. The breeze came in. Clouds rolled in a little bit. And it felt like the temperature dropped 15 or 20 degrees. So out for the extra point. Will Downham. And he drills it through again. 34-7. With 47 seconds to go, the War Eagles will have one more opportunity on a kickoff. We're back for that Playmakers kickoff next from Colorado Springs.
Paisanos Pachia's Pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
We are back for another kickoff by the Flames. We didn't think we were going to see another one, but the 60-yard unofficially touchdown interception return by James Cleveland We'll bring down and back out, not only for the extra point, but now for the kickoff, sponsored by Playmakers, Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming. I don't know what else I can tell you about them that we haven't talked about already. If you are a card collector, if you're a sports fan, get in there and check it out. They not only do they have cards, they have figures up there as well. I think they still have some jerseys, helmets, that type of memorabilia collection. And, of course, all the supplies that you need for your hobby. Located in the J.C. Penney wing of the Uptown Rapid Mall. Go see my buddies Brad and Justin. We got two deep between the 20 and 25, one between the 20 and the 15. This one will be taken by that up man. Going to the right side, that's Longland trying to find a hole, jumps over one defender and backpedals his way out to the 45-yard line. Tyler Longland, who went out earlier, kind of looked like he was favoring his left shoulder after he got stacked up under a pile down at the goal line, comes back out and has a big kick return. With 39 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 for the War Eagles from their 45-yard line. Last regular season of the game, if they have some kind of crazy whacked out trick play in their playbook, you might as well pull it out now and have some fun. Trailing 34-7 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. They will drop to 3-5 on the season. The Flames will up their record to 6-2 on the year. Mile High should, again, they get the expected win over Loveland today. Will finish at 6-2. They won the head-to-head. I'm assuming that's the tiebreaker, so they would host next week's playoff game. Our unknown number 88 stays in at quarterback. Receiver split left and right. Ball in far hash marks. Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Rolls right. Lost the football and dives on it. I don't think that was their trick play. Lost back to the 41 as he tried to scramble to the right side. It would be a fumble recovery rather than a sack. Clock stopped with 30.4 seconds to go. So maybe they do have a trick play up their sleeve that they are going to bring around. We'll take a break. Be back.
Playmakers, Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
If you have not checked out, they're going to reset the game clock to 32. If you haven't checked out Post 320 Baseball, whether live in person or on our webcast, they will be playing their regional playoff game, unknown opponent at this point, at least by me, on Tuesday. Get out to Peatline Field if you can. They're an exciting team to watch. We have a flag as the left side of the War Eagles line moved. So a fumble, loss of 4, and now a penalty. And the War Eagles not finishing out the game with the type of energy they would like. So back to the 36. Post 320, should they win at the regionals, we'll move on to the state tournament. That will be held at Fitzgerald Stadium in Rapid City. Post 22 will be the host team. They automatically qualify. There could be a couple of Rapid City teams. And get out and watch some Legion baseball if you haven't made it out this year. If you can't make it out, check it out on our webcast on the Post 320 webpage. Back to throw. Stepping up, looks downfield. The ball tipped up in the air at the line of scrimmage, goes incomplete. Clock stops at 25.1 to go. So game that we pretty much expected to be finished by this point. The interception for a touchdown kept it alive. Then the timeout taken. And now the incomplete pass. So I'm just really anxious to see Jesse Koratar and his staff just have something fun up their sleeves here. Pass the ball all over the field type thing. Two receivers to the near side, Freeland and number 5. Two to the far side, number 88 at quarterback. Back to throw. steps up, wants to go down the field, throws it right side in traffic. The ball is intercepted on the far side. No, incomplete. No, interception. Okay, so it's intercepted. And they say apparently that his progress was stopped. I believe that is number 41 getting the congratulations on the side. That would be Tyrell Petway with the interception. He had a good defensive play earlier. 16.4 seconds to go. And you would think that would just be a knee taken to end the game by Colorado Springs. So we'll let the clock play out here. Join us at the conclusion of our first break, and we will have the Soundbites Vintage postgame show. We'll name our Paisanos player of the game and wrap up the regular season of webcasts. We brought you 4 games, 3 at home. Unfortunately, one of the home games was canceled. That's what brought us down to Colorado Springs more than anything, but it was a nice drive down. I always love visiting this part of the country, and it's just been a beautiful skyline. A little hazy out there. The sunset wasn't as spectacular as I had hoped it would be, but there were no clouds up in the air to catch the sun. And they will just take a knee here to end the game, assuming the War Eagles don't take a timeout. They'll wind the clock, they'll shake hands, and that will do it from Colorado Springs. The COS Flames with a 34-7 win over the Rapid City War Eagles. We're going to take a break, and we will come back with the Soundbites Vintage postgame show as we continue with War Eagle football from Colorado Springs.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisanos Pachillas, pizza, and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
We are back in Colorado Springs. Tom Anderson in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Our final 34-7, Colorado Springs with the win, moving to 6-2 on the year. The War Eagles with the loss moved to 3-5. War Eagles had a chance early in the game on a turnover by the Flames, gave them the football at the 21. They missed a field goal. They had another chance after a great punt return. Gave them the football at the Flames 37. They turned it over on downs. Then the Flames got the scoring started. They put 7 points up in the first quarter. Vereen, touchdown pass from Ashley from 39 yards out. They added another touchdown in the second period to take a 13-0 halftime lead. That was a Morton catch from Ashley. That one from 14 yards out. They started the third quarter on their first possession. Morton, his second touchdown reception from Ashley, put them up 20-0. The War Eagles got on the board in the fourth period. John Marta, a 1-yard touchdown quarterback sneak. After they started at the Flames 46, got helped out by a roughing the passer penalty. Gave them a new set of downs on the 4-yard line, the first and goal from there. Cannon caught the fourth touchdown pass of the game from Ashley, that one from 27 yards out. And that was with just 1:50 to go. War Eagles looking to run the clock out, maybe put something together. They end up throwing a pick six. James Cleveland, an over-the-shoulder catch at his 40, returned down the near sideline for 60 yards. Another score, another extra point, 34-7. And that is kind of how it ran out Petway with an interception right at the end of the game as well. So 3 quarterbacks out there for the War Eagles here tonight. John Marta, Prather was out, and then number 88, unknown. He started off hot, had 3 completions to begin his stint out there at quarterback, threw an incompletion, then the last 2 INTs. 4 interceptions on the game thrown by the War Eagles. No interceptions for the Flames. They did turn it over on that fumble on that first possession. Big game for Ashley, 15 of 23, 4 touchdowns, 204 yards, 5 catches for Mo Morton, a couple of touchdowns. Kevin Vereen had 4 catches with a touchdown. Cannon, 3 catches with a touchdown. For the War Eagles, didn't really get anything put together. Derek Newman had 8 carries for 17 yards, the leading ground gainer. The quarterbacks all struggled a bit. 2 catches for Jordan Kirksey. Tyler Longland had 3 catches. Freeland had a catch. Ulmer had a couple of catches as well. Derek Newman had a catch. We had a couple of team catches, did not have the numbers or the players' names. So that is a quick wrap-up of the scoring and a brief look at the numbers. We'll take a break and come back and name our Paisanos player of the game and wrap things up from Colorado Springs.
Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth, and it's a 34-7 win for the Flames from Colorado Springs. Our Paisanos player of the game, if you have to name an individual, it's Tyler Longland. He played tough both sides of the football, ran the ball, had a couple of passes, came back in after hurting his shoulder, what appeared to be a shoulder injury, on a first and goal carry. He is our Paisanos player of the game, but really hats off to all of the players for the War Eagles who showed up on this road trip. They came here with just 22 or 23 players. It was a long trip. The day started off hot. A lot of players playing out of position, playing both ways. So hats off to all the War Eagles who showed up for this road game. And for the rest of the War Eagles team, they put together a season that wasn't what they were hoping for, but they played the games hard when they were out there, so hats off to them. And Coach Jesse Corator and his staff did a good job of putting together a good group of guys this year, and hoping that they will have more than 23 show up for that playoff game, which will be next week in Denver against the NOCO Nightmare. Undefeated the last 3 seasons, looking for their 3rd championship in a row. War Eagles looking to give them a speed bump along the way. This Flames team will be playing at the Mile High Eagles next week in the other playoff game. So that is going to wrap things up here. Congratulations again to our Paisanos player of the game, Tyler Longland. Paisanos are sponsored for that player of the game. They're located at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. That's just down the road from Pete Lean Field. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. I want to thank all of our sponsors of the webcast: Playmakers Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming, Mike's Auto Sales, Dakota Discount RV, Traders Market, Paisanos Paquia, and Soundbites Vintage, as well as our game sponsors for the War Eagles: Play It Again Sports, NutriShop, Casey Peterson, Active Life Chiropractic, Kodiak Handyman and Auto, Monument Health Sports Performance Institute, Hidden Gems Photo, Rye MC Highlights, Colt 45 Entertainment, Hidden Gems Elite, Inland Truck Parts and Service, Social House, Sanchez Flooring, On Time Apparel, Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Bosses Pizza and Chicken, Impact Kids Academy, and Impact Learning and Development. So again, NOCO next week, first round of the playoffs. Colorado Springs plays Mile High. So that's going to wrap things up. I want to thank Harley and her lady friends for making the trip down here, Stacy and Gabby. And of course, all of you for your support throughout the season. This is Tom Anderson. Thank you all for watching and listening to War Eagle Football on YouTube from Colorado Springs.